ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only when it gets...
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They go read option with Wilson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson, he gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Wilson with the give.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Dolphins, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for the Dolphins. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
At the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Breida. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Good.
That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try to run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
At the 45
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. "7-7", our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 1st, here's Washington. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Matt Hawk
on 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play someone, try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Gain of 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Dolphins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to let one go deep for Park. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54, right there, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Albert Wilson.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Formation for the Dolphins.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
Over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, a give to Penny. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The stop by Shaquem Griffin.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Howard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Howard, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
So they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, here's Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll walk him back half the distance. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Got an open man, it's Washington. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 26-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, it's Washington, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. That's a gain of 3.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
16.
Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 2 and now on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd and 15.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Washington.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
3rd and 8.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch them learn, can't relate. Watch you stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the merch, at the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living is funny, but you cannot take nothing.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Tua on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You, baby. I see you over there. You scared?
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Penny, the ball carrier.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.